Hey you guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. I know I got some new subscribers here, y'all, so y'all welcome. Thank you so much for taking flight with us. Before we get into this R. Kelly video, y'all, I want to go ahead and thank you guys also for the 100,000 views that I received on Quentin Tarver's interview, part 3. It's awesome. I feel glorious. R. Kelly is still making the news, y'all. This time, though, he broke. Before we get into this video, you guys, can you please thumbs up the video? Do not forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And also, if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to take flight with us. Court documents reveal R. Kelly has only $650 to his name, you guys, and he has seized funds to pay off debts, have left his financial situation crumbling. And we already knew that was going to happen. We already knew this because he used the bulk of his money to pay off them settlements to keep them girls quiet. A waste of money if you ask me, because they still talking. As R. Kelly continues dodging responsibility for the years of abuse allegations against him, he's also swerving around his financial obligations. His lawyer admitted at a hearing that R. Kelly's finances were a mess, so much so that the disgraced R&B singer needed a friend to bail him out of jail. Now, new court documents from yet another case against R. Kelly have revealed just how dire his monetary situation is. I mean, but that's where he got us, because in the beginning, I thought that he was broke, but then a lot of people were like, nah, he's R. Kelly. Y'all know that he's hiding his money. He's probably moving around his properties and trying to make it seem like he broke. Then when he did his Gayle King interview, we ended up finding out that he had like $250,000. I think it was $350,000 inside of Bank of America. But now that's gone too. In addition to owing $160,000 in child support, which he's since paid, again with the help of a friend, R. Kelly was sued by the landlord of his Chicago studio, the warehouse location of where his so-called sex cult was based, for over $200,000 in back rent. The landlord won a $173,000 judgment, which triggered R. Kelly's creditor, Midwest Commercial Funding, to seize some of R. Kelly's bank accounts, as well as issue subpoenas to Sony, the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, and R. Kelly's other banks to see where they could recoup their losses. Y'all, I tell you, when I read that, I died. I was too weak. Oh my God, because R. Kelly should be worth like $1 billion. He done made so many songs and helped so many artists make songs. There should be no reason in the world why he is broke, y'all. And he is broke. I just can't wrap my mind around it. Y'all, make it make sense. Oh my God, y'all. Then, not even that, as a result of the subpoenas, the court documents revealed that R. Kelly's account at Wintrust Bank isn't just completely drained, but in the red with a negative balance of $13. Over $150,000 in holdings were also sucked out of Bank of America, leaving just $625 in R. Kelly's pair of accounts. Even with all of this, the landlord is still owed $50,000. Complex reports that they're attempting to get Sony to cover the remaining cost, though the label claims to owe no more money to R. Kelly because Sony cut ties with R. Kelly back in January. So they got out of it before anything could come back and bite them in the ass. They trying to get rid of R. Kelly, y'all. They didn't got rid of him. So they telling y'all they don't owe him nothing else. They finished with him. On top of all the troubles mentioned above, R. Kelly is facing fines of up to $66,000 per day by the city of Chicago for code violations, including building an illegal sauna and bar in the very studio for which he wasn't even paying rent, y'all. And then, of course, there's the mounting legal fees. It's no wonder he's been forced to take $22,000 paydays for a nightclub appearance. Did y'all hear about the nightclub appearance, though? He only did 28 seconds of a song. I would have slapped him. Hell, in here wasting my damn time. I didn't pay however God knows much for this ticket. And you just gonna give me 30 seconds of your voice? Oh no. R. Kelly is in a world of shit, y'all. Like, he's already been charged with the 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse, for which he faces 70 years in prison for. I feel like they're gonna give him 70 years in prison because he's been making the news too much. Leave your comments and opinions down below and let me know how y'all feel about the situation, because I just cannot stop laughing. Like, this is so funny to me because he deserves everything that he's getting. As I was reading up about this article, I also found that TMZ reported that the feds are turning up the heat in R. Kelly's own backyard over alleged sex trafficking, you guys. The feds are now starting to question people who are in R. Kelly's own circle today. R. Kelly's virtually getting smoked out by the feds in his own backyard as prosecutors frantically look into interview Kelly's associates in connection with their sex trafficking investigation. Sources close to the case tell TMZ federal prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois this week contacted parties closely associated with R. Kelly. We're told there was a sense of urgency to the calls. Prosecutors wanted to speak to them ASAP. As you know, there are two separate U.S. attorney probes into R. Kelly, one by the Eastern District of New York and another by the Southern District. Our sources tell us the Northern District of Illinois investigation is unrelated to either of those other cases. This appears to be a third and entirely separate case that Illinois is building against R. Kelly. Either way, it's bad news for him. The feds are now in Kelly's own backyard looking into the singer. By the way, Homeland Security is also looking into possible human trafficking, so things are really piling on for R. Kelly. The authorities are closing in on R. Kelly's circle as prosecutors are looking to pinpoint their involvement in the singer's alleged sex trafficking ring. TMZ reports that the Northern Illinois U.S. Attorney's Office has made contacting those close to Kelly an urgent matter. Prosecutors allegedly believe R. Kelly's associates aided in his harboring and courtship of underage women. As a result, they could be subjected to federal charges that are similar to the counts rendered against their boss. The office has not formally commented on the investigation, and the latest Northern Illinois probe might result in more charges against R. Kelly if the search proves fruitful. I'm just sitting over here waiting on him at the door. I'm waiting on him. I'm waiting on these people to lock him up. I'm waiting on him to get not just charged with 10 counts. I'm going to need for y'all to convict him of them 10 counts. I'm really hoping this Quentin Tarver story blows up just as much as R. Kelly, because Chris Stokes needs to go to jail too. R. Kelly is facing up to 70 years behind bars for 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse stemming from an investigation conducted by the Cook County State Attorney's Office. R. Kelly could also be looking at more charges after the Eastern District of New York unearthed another sex tape. The Homeland Security Office is also rumored to be leading their own look into R. Kelly's possible sex trafficking ring in an acquisition that would generate charges separate from the ones filed by Northern Illinois prosecutors. I feel like R. Kelly's not going to make it. I feel like that I've never seen a black man charged with so many crimes and that he's still free. I don't care if he's been in jail and got bonded out. When he went to jail, y'all should have made sure he didn't have no bond, so he couldn't bond out, and he would be in jail. That way the prosecutors and everybody, they could go interview whoever the hell they wanted to interview, and the person that they were interviewing wouldn't feel some type of way about telling on R. Kelly because he in jail. He can't do nothing if he in jail. That's why y'all should have made sure he didn't have no bond. And I feel like everybody in this whole situation is really just making this situation bigger than what it is, because if it was any other black man, I promise he would have been locked up a long time ago. Like, R. Kelly is really being investigated everywhere, y'all. New York, Atlanta, Georgia, wherever you can think, he's being investigated. Please tell me why all of these cities and states cannot come together to lock him up. Like, I really feel like y'all playing with people's feelings. We all know he's guilty. There's too much evidence out there pointing to him being guilty. I understand you're innocent until proven guilty, but it's so much evidence that the public has seen, that just prosecutors on their own has seen, that just Kim Fox has just seen on her own with her own two eyes. And I just be over here mad, y'all, because he just needs to get locked up. That's just how I feel about it at the end of the day. I don't have no other concerns. I need for R. Kelly to go to jail. And then when y'all lock R. Kelly up, I'm going to need for y'all to go get Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston and lock their ass up too. I ain't came out with a video in a couple days, and I was reading this stuff about R. Kelly, and I just could not. I had to make a video, y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to. But yes, we need to give the same energies that we're giving Surviving R. Kelly to Surviving Chris Stokes. And if you guys have not seen my Quentin Tarver interview, I'm going to need for you guys to go watch it because y'all missing out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in with me on this video. I love you guys so much. Before we get out of here, please thumbs up the video if you have not already. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button to take flight with us. I promise you won't regret it.
Go, go.